Alright, we're back with another review. This time it's our first LEGO Dreams set. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but anyways, it's the new TV series by LEGO. We have not watched it. My in-laws decided to buy this for my son, and yeah, he wanted to build it, so here it is. We've never watched the show. We probably will sometime. He seems kind of interested. Trying to get him interested in Ninjago. We've watched the entire series together, sort of. Probably more me than him, but anyways, it's the new TV show, new series that's come out. It's a 9+ set. 71461 is the set number. It's the Fantastical Treehouse with 1,257 pieces. It retails in the United States currently for $110, but it was at Costco for, I believe it was $90 a couple weeks ago. Not sure if it still is, but you can certainly check if you have a Costco near you. So, one thing I'll show you about this set is built, obviously, behind this box. If you look at the back of the box, you have the basic build, which you get through, I think it's through 8 bags. It might be 7, but I think through the 8th bag, you end up with that. And then you have an option. I'll show you in the instruction booklet. You can either build that one or that one. Let's get into it, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, you can see the main build right in front of me. I'm going to pull out the instruction manual here first, before we get into anything. And I'm going to do this, try to do this one-handed. You know, try to do the best we can here. So one thing I want to say, I love the instructions here. They're great looking. Excuse that. The glass on top of the table always gets crumbs under it. Okay. So yeah, the artwork just looks beautiful, I think. I love the front page here. It's a huge step up from like your Star Wars, current Star Wars stuff. That just looks like it's the digital image, which it is. It's like a computer image and just there, you know. This looks almost like a comic book style. It looks great. I think it looks great. And me wife agreed with me. So you have great pictures and artwork as you go through the book here. And you'll see this throughout the instruction manual. And they show you how to use the brick separator. This set does come with a brick separator. I didn't go over the minifigures yet, but I'm going to bring the box up here just so that we can take a look, because I don't know the names that well. Mrs. Castillo, I knew that one. Yeah, she's apparently not in the show that much, I guess. But again, we haven't watched the show. But she's really interesting. You know, we'll get to the figures in a minute, actually. We won't talk about them yet. But it shows her planting the tree and kind of tending to it there. And then, okay, normal instructions. Notice how it's all one color, these pages, but if you get to a certain point, it's actually pretty much that through about half the book. And then, let me see something here. Oh, there's some more of that artwork. Yep. And then 8, you're done with the tree. Boom, done. It's done. The main tree build. Now, maybe not. Maybe not. I lied. There's more to the tree build. So maybe it's 9 here. Let's take a look. Yes. And then you get to these side builds, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so this is interesting. This is where it gets interesting. You go from this color in the instructions. It's been this color the whole time. And then all of a sudden you get into this darker color. And, you know, you just know that you're building the bad guys, you know, which I think is really cool. And you're actually building this thing here, and we'll get to that when we see the build. And then you're going to build a couple more bad guys here. You're going to get this guy that is the Night Hunter, and Snivel. I thought it was an H. It's an N. Snivel, which is really cool. And then you get into the Cage Monster or Cage Beast. I apologize. If you know, please feel free to comment it below. But it's the Cage Monster or Cage Beast that you're going to build. Okay, so you have all that. And then all of a sudden you get into this page here where you have your main build. And you've built the side stuff as well at this point. Two options. You can build this or you can build this. And it tells you which page you'll turn to. So 254 would be the next page. 294 is a bit farther on. This is more of a, you know, bedrooms and lofts in the treehouse. And this is more of a weaponized defensive treehouse. So I asked my son what he wanted to do, and he chose this one. So if we had chosen that one, then there you go. It's color-coded to that. You still use the same bags and everything. You use almost all the pieces in this. So this isn't the one we chose, though. So I'm going to skip ahead to the one we did, or he did choose. And it's right... Okay, that's it done. And then boom, just a different color. Pretty cool, huh? I think so. I definitely think so. So yeah, it continues on like that. Now I did want to point out one thing in the instructions. I believe it was this piece. It might have been that. No, it was definitely this piece. No, I don't know. There's a piece here. I thought I dog-eared. I'm gonna put the camera down and take a look at the box. I thought I dog-eared it. Maybe I lost the dog ear. There was a base plate that just didn't match what was actually available in the bag at all. Oh, that's what I dog-eared. I dog-eared this little weird defect. That's all I dog-eared. But yeah, there was a base plate, and I can't remember what base plate it was now, so I apologize. It was either that one or might have been that one. One of the base plates we ended up having here. Now, I know which one it was. It's this one. It was. So right here, when we got to this base plate, I'm 99% sure this is the one. It does not really match the color that well in the set, at least in my opinion. Now, I am colorblind, but that's what it actually looks like. To me, that looks more green. Maybe I'm wrong. My color blindness is red-green color blindness, but that's the only piece that was available in the bag. So those to me did not match too well. But anywho, in the end, you get a completed set, and it looks just great. I'm not going to spoil any more of the instruction booklet, which I already kind of talked about for about 6 minutes already in the box. I want to talk about the stickers. Big sticker sheet. I didn't even count them. Go ahead and feel free to do it. I'm not going to waste my time on it right now. Waste your time, too. But what I like about the sticker sheet, I kept waiting to have to use these, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to have to place these on a bunch of, like, little round tiles. No, what these are, you can put them wherever you want. It doesn't say that anywhere in the book or on the box. At least I don't think it said on the box. It didn't say it in the book. Couldn't find a page that said it. You just put these wherever you want. You know, I'm going to let my son kind of decide here. At some point, you know, if he wants to put them on, and I might help him. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. But you can put them wherever you want. He ends up taking a lot of stickers off anyways, to be honest. So maybe we'll just keep these. I don't know. But that's really cool. Lots of stickers in this set. And then he has the optional ones. They are very small, though. So learn how to, my advice is to learn how to apply stickers with the edge of your brick separator. It's really effective to be able to do that. So I'm just going to lift that, and I'm going to lower that. Okay, let's go over the minifigs really quick. So like I said, I'm going to pull up the box, actually, because I'm not good on the names yet. Mrs. Castillo here. So what's really neat about her is this is a unique new mold. She's kind of hunched over. She has a backpack. A little bit of this is brick built, but the brown part here is attached to her. She does have arms that are Technic pins, and the hands do not turn. They're fixed in place. She has the staff of hers. It has a time, a sand timer right there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like her hair, like her outfit. She has a second face right there. She looks good. And then we have Mateo. Looks good, I think. I'm not really sure what's going on with his eye, but you know, maybe somebody else can tell me. His weapon is this pencil staff, which I think is really cool. He has so much detail. He looks awesome, I think. He has a ton of great detail on the chest, on the torso, dual molded legs, and they look amazing. The dual molding does wrap around to the sides and back. There's his actual back, more good detail. He does have this utility belt, which is great. He has a cape, obviously. You see his hair has some lines on it right there. If you can see, this is a new mold. I think they also did the same hair mold in a different set that's not Dreams. But I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they did, though. But this, it was created for him, apparently. He does also have a second face. So, and then a cape. Nice soft fabric cape. Very nice cape. I'm going to make a point here that has to do with him and her. This is Izzy. She has a great hairpiece, by the way. I love the pearlescence of the hairpiece. She has a second face as well. I'll just show you her back. She has the Praetorian Guard, I believe, shoulder pieces there. Oh my gosh, what's the Kama? Yeah, she has one of those. this like waist cape. A lot of people just call it the waist cape. Lots of detail on her. Great front detail there. Legs, again, dual molded. Lots of detail. Dual molded sword that looks amazing, I think. So what I just don't get, I understand that that Star Wars is a licensed product, but Lego has the license. I don't really understand why they can't do some of the really nice stuff they've done for this, and they do really nice stuff with Ninjago as well. I don't understand why they can't do it with Lego. You know, it took us years to get a Darksaber, and then the Darksaber we got was very subpar. It's an okay Darksaber, but it just could have been a lot better. Something like this, where they made the actual hilt, and this is all one piece, by the way. This is not a two-piece sword. This is one piece. You know, they could have made a Darksaber like this, with an actual Darksaber hilt, and then dual molded, you know, black and that dark blue or light blue, whatever it is, with the Darksaber. They could have made her look really good, and they just missed that opportunity. And spoiler alert, with the Darksaber being with the Darksaber being destroyed at the end of Mandalorian Season 3, I don't think they're going to make a real Darksaber anytime soon. I doubt that it'll ever happen. It's sad. But, you know, the Kama, too. I mean, you know, they've gotten rid of that for Clone Troopers, and now they just use a little bit of print detail on the legs, and it looks really bad. And, you know, price per piece isn't everything. When it comes to value, it actually means very little. I'd base it more on weight. I understand that Star Wars sets are going to be a little more expensive, but they're more expensive. This in Star Wars would have been at least $140 set. It would have been $30 more, especially, and it would not have had essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minifigures. It wouldn't have had 7 minifigures. It might have had 5, maybe 6, but you know, again, I'm not gonna keep ranting. This is a great set. I don't want to take away anything from this set. It just would be nice if they could pay that much attention to Star Wars. Let's continue on, though. The Dreamling Mushroom, I guess this is just the generic guy, the generic mushroom, like, land dweller. So he's nothing special. He does not have a second face, but he has some markings on the back. He has a mushroom hat. Looks good. This is Z-Blob. I don't know much about him, but I don't think he's supposed to have, like, arms and legs. I think he's just supposed to be like that. I don't know exactly. He has... Where did it go? I don't know where it went. Somebody lost it. I don't know what he did with it. He has one of these things, these green, I call them light strands, because that's what I use them for and stuff. And he can use this to kind of zip his way along, you know, almost like Spider-Man, I guess. I haven't seen the show, but I guess that's kind of the idea. Maybe I'm wrong. The set actually comes with 2 of these. It comes with the main one and then an extra. Like I said, I don't know where the main one is. My son must have moved it. It also comes with 3 of these. They use 2 for the swing that you'll see in a minute, and then there's an extra. So there are some extra ones of those. It's a good thing because we apparently don't have one. This is Snivel, and he is a bad guy. Really cool. He's got the Thanos head, so he's got a really, really big minifig head, and you can remove it, by the way. So you could put it on like other minifigs if you wanted, absolutely. He's got the big head, and then he's got the really little body. He's kind of cute. I like him. Yeah, I like these little guys. They're kind of cool. Hey, stand up. I'm going to knock you down in a second anyways. Then we have the Night Hunter. He's really cool looking. He's got this really cool hat with the eyeball. He's got his expression there. He has the scarf. That's that rubber material. You know, he looks really nice. He's got a scar there, it looks like. Nothing on the back of his head. He does have some back detailing here. Good front. Amazing looking, I think. He's got this really cool, like, bowcaster or crossbow. Honestly, rivals Chewbacca's, I think. It looks really good. It's got that evil eye there. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. So side builds. We have this mailbox. I don't know if it has a name. It reminded me of Gonky at first from the Bad Batch. Obviously, it's not really. You know, it was the feet that did me in, I think. And kind of the general shape. But he has arms. They do move a little bit. They can move back and forth. And he's holding some mail. He is a mailbox, after all. There's also some mail in there. There are 2 different mail pieces you can see there. The eyes, I believe, are new for this. I just think they're new. He has that flag that goes up and down. It would have been nice to see this clip here in red, just to match. I'm not crazy about it being a different color, but it is what it is. There's the back. He has a propeller, so I don't know if he can fly. It's a very small propeller. Wouldn't really provide any real lift, but this is Lego and it is Dream World, so, you know, anything can happen, I guess. I'm going to put him over here so he's out of the way from when we get to the treehouse. This is the cage monster or cage beast. There is another set that has a full-size version of this. It's nice that we do have a smaller version. It'd be nice to have the larger version. But it's really cool to get it, I think, in this set. And he's got small feet down here that articulate on some ball joints. Same thing with his arms, ball joints, wings. Oh, look, ball joints. And then his head on a ball joint. So lots of ball joints. The build was actually really neat, I think. I don't know how that got turned around. These actually turn very freely, just the way they're put in. So, you know. And again, it's a cage, so you can fit something in there. Boom, done. You know, put one of the little guys in there. Whoop, and he's in. You got him. Awesome. Got a key right there. Like a belt buckle key, I guess. There's his shoulders. Yeah, looks good. This is all molded. It's not a sticker, so that was good. I was a little worried about that when I saw him on the box. I'm like, oh, I don't want to place that sticker. Rounded stickers, like on a curved piece, I mean, are not something you want to have to do. I do them for other stuff I do, so they're, I mean, if you have certain techniques and, you know, if they're like decals are easy, because you can use Dawn and water and get them in place and then they dry in place, but stickers, just, you place them down and they stick. Let's get to the treehouse. First of all, I want to show you the extra pieces. Told you about these two babies already, but there's a lot of extra pieces. Real quick, I'm going to pull them over. So, whoops. And I think they're all here. So some good extra pieces. Now, one thing I will say, these two, I thought I missed a step. Turns out that when you choose your different build here, that one or that one, the build we chose does not use these, but I found the step in the other build that does. So if you choose the more defensive build, these pieces do not get used. Don't think they're extra. They weren't in my instruction manual anywhere that I missed. So they're extra. And those are the only two extra pieces you'll have. Oh, this actually goes in there. We'll put that in when we get to it. Yeah, so you get a lot of good extra pieces. Some lightsaber hilts and some gems and leaves. So you get some good stuff there if you're into that kind of stuff. For us, not so much. I mean, but, you know, sometimes for detailing, greebling on stuff, it comes in handy. You know, and some of those pieces where if I pull one out, I'll show you this little piece here. There's a handful of those in there, and they would go in your stud shooter, which is way up here. You'll go up here, and you'd place it in there, and you'd be able to fire it. It's right at you. Ooh, falling camera. Okay, so let's start at the bottom. Okay. First of all, we got a lot of mushrooms at the base, including this evil mushroom here. He comes off pretty easily, just the way he's designed. Come off two different ways, but that's the way he came off in this way. Got some stuff going on around him. He can open his mouth like he's going to eat something, so there you go. He looks good. He'll go right back on these babies, and he turns. If I can get him on there. I think I'm going to turn on the light. Anyways, let's go ahead and do that. Woo! All right. All right, all right. So yeah, just lots of stuff going on. Rocks. I had no idea what all these are, and I should know, and I apologize for that. But if you know, please feel free to comment it. You'll find these. I when I was younger, building Lego, in my when I was 9, 10, 11 years old, I built these kinds of things, and they were always fire extinguishers. And they were always fire extinguishers because I built a lot of boats and airplanes. So I put a lot of fire extinguishers on. They were usually red and black, maybe yellow, maybe orange. But there's all kinds of things like this. So I'm going to call them fire extinguishers. I don't know if that's what they are. They probably aren't. So yeah, there's a swing here. It connects. Oop, and I knocked the little mushroom off. I'm going to leave him off to the side just because I think I'm going to knock him off more. The swing connects up there. Woo! Okay, it's a swing. You can have somebody sit on it. It swings very nicely. There's a sticker here. Lucid Lane. Just looking at the bottom. There's no door here, but there are some windows that you can see right there. More fire extinguishers. They do have these prices here. So that's cool, I guess. Some flags. You see these flag prints in a lot of places. Some stuff here. Detail that is. Now, my son kept asking how to get up. I guess this is the way you would get up. You would have to find a way to jump up this ladder and climb up. it showed the ladder like this in the instruction booklet, but you can also take it and close off this front area very nicely. I think you can kind of modify it to maybe look a little bit better, you know, and there you go. Okay, now let's look at the back, and you can obviously lower these down as well. I'd like to see maybe a ladder reach closer to the ground. Maybe they could have done something like that. I'm going to leave it like this. Let's go into what I call the basement because, well, it's not really a basement, but there's no door to it. And there's a little oven down here. And you can stick your cookie tray, cookie sheet, in there. And of course there's some studs, so you can very easily place one of your figures in there, and it would fit in very nicely. There's a ladder here going up to the second floor, which we're going to get to, but we're going to go back to the front. We're going to kind of just keep going that way, front to back, front to back. So show the sign there. There's another window. There is no window piece. I would love to see some lattice window piece there, kind of like the ones in the bottom here. If you can barely see them, I don't want to really tip this. Oh, by the way, there's a shovel here on a clip. There's a lot of blank windows. I'd like to see more of that, I think, like right there. But there's a door that opens very nicely. You can walk through there. And then you have this television and the love seat or couch right there. And you can definitely put a minifig on that, as there is a single stud, which makes it really easy to do. There's another ladder going up to the next level. Well, we'll start here. There's a bed with a table with a mushroom lamp. There's a pizza in there, which I found very interesting. Again, a window, a couple windows. What's funny is, like, you can barely see through that window, but if you come to the other side, well, you can't see it much past that bird. But the window is full size, but you can only see through half of it. And you see that a few times in this build. I don't know if that's designed. I mean, I guess that is designed. It's kind of interesting. I wasn't upset about it. But there's definitely a lot of stuff blocking the windows there, too. You can see. You have some artwork there. And right next to that sleeping bag, or that bed, rather. Maybe it's a sleeping bag. I don't know. We'll talk about all the branches in a minute. Then you go, well, let's look at the front. So, again, this is the more defensive build with all these features on it, like defensive features over here, and these don't stay in very well. It holds a couple of these discs. The discs are designed to shoot. They don't shoot very well. I noticed that earlier. Oh, there it goes. That really flung, actually. Yeah, you really got to force it a little bit. So you'd reload it with this, and you do the same thing. You'd fling it. I'm going to take these two out. Actually, I'm surprised they've stayed in this long. Comes with a few of those discs to shoot. You have Mrs. Castillo's face up there. So that's nice. You have some other things going on. You can definitely put a person there and a person down there. So let me show you here. You have some studs there that you can put people on. There is, I'm knocking down stuff. There's a lot. This does fall apart. I don't want to say fall apart easily, but, you know, you can knock things off pretty easily. There's another window that's being blocked. You have that bird build, which is kind of cool. Dream Drive. So this, I don't know what these are. If they're supposed to be like cannons, maybe. There's two of them, obviously. If you look inside here, there's some stuff going on in the back. But you have these like flick fire missiles. And they're really cool. They're like balloons. And hold on, I'm going to get a good angle here. And yep, and it's gone. Yeah, boy. Oh, it's the worst. Okay, see, it broke. That's okay. But yeah, there's two of them on there. There's some windows. These actually do have windows. They do have the plastic panes of glass. Alternates in different colors. So it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. We're going to go to the back here and look at this level. We had a ladder coming up from the level below. There's another bed here. There's some more artwork with Z-Blob. I guess that's what he's actually supposed to look like, without the hands and feet. A couple more fire extinguishers, and then another ladder going up. Let's look at the other side, though. If you were to go up to the top of this, you have just some signage, some leaves with some gems on top, and that's actually kind of it for there. Going back to this side, we have this upper level with some more fire extinguishers, of course. A telescope right there. Really cool. And then you go up to the top and you have a crow's nest with another flag element. And you could definitely put a minifig up there. There are studs to do so. Might be tough if they had like a backpack on it. Actually, you could probably put them offset a little bit just on one stud. So I think it's very usable. There's a ladder to get up to the crow's nest and also to this top part here. with a couple more fire extinguishers again. So yeah, cool. Treehouse, Mateo Treehouse, cool. Sleep, some stickers. There is a wheel there. I'm guessing the wheel is to turn your like missiles here. And again, I showed you the stud shooter before. There's some stud shooters on this. This actually looks really cool. These don't flick fire or anything, but I guess the idea, they're not missiles. They're like laser shooters or maybe slime shooters or something. But, you know, I think that looks pretty cool. And you can definitely fit a fig on that. You'd put the figure sitting right there, controlling the thing here. I maybe would like to see, instead of these two pieces there, maybe some antenna pieces, the ones that look like a joystick or like just a control, just to give it a little bit more control. I don't know, something cool they could have done. Ultimately, though, that's okay. I think we covered everything about the body except for, I'm going to knock down that flag again. That's what's going to happen. Okay, I fixed it. Yeah, the limbs and the leaves. So very cool color combination. Every single one of these sets of leaves, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of these assemblies here. They're all built identically. It's kind of nice, and you can turn the leaves a little bit to make them different. You can obviously mix it up if you want to. You don't have to build them exactly like this. But the way they have you build them, it's all them identically. In one step, it's like 4, and then the next step later on in the book, it's 7. So you build them in just basically 2 steps. And it's the most tedious part of it, but it's not even that bad. It took me like 2 minutes to build the 7. Probably took, you know, half of that to build the 4, roughly half of that. Especially since you memorize the build. So yeah, pretty good looking, and you can kind of change the direction of them a little bit. Some of the pieces you can move around. You know, you can make it look however you want to make it look. They look really good. And then you got these pieces here, which look really cool, I think, and they just kind of droop down, kind of give it that willow tree, oh no, look. Now that is one thing, and I wanted to address that. The only thing holding this assembly onto that limb is just the 4 studs right there. And so that means that they're very easy to knock off when you're trying to move stuff around. Or even if you try to turn the whole treehouse just by turning this. Actually, it's kind of holding pretty well. But I feel like it wouldn't hold up forever. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. And then this one here just gets 1. Got one of those drooping pieces there. Yeah, everything looks really good. You get a total of 4 of those. Yeah. I like it, guys. This is a cool set. I enjoyed building it. Actually, I love building these weird things, like the dragons from Ninjago. Those are weird to me, and I like building them. This was very weird, and I enjoyed building it. My son enjoyed watching me build it, because that's usually what he does. He's starting to get better at building the sets himself, but it's a lot for him. And it is a 9+, right? Oh, no! Stuff is falling. It's a 9+ set, and he's only 7, so that being said, you know, he is starting to build more Lego sets. He did enjoy watching me build this, and I think he's going to enjoy playing with it a lot, because there's a lot of cool stuff. I do see him breaking a lot of stuff off. I do see these just falling off really easily and just staying off. It's probably not going in his city for that reason, because it's just going to end up, like, I'm not joking when I say that within a few days of play, 300 pieces of this are going to be off. And it's a little disappointing, actually, because it's a really substantial build. It's not small, guys. It's not small. In fact, hold on one sec. So it's similar in height to Darth Vader's castle. It's obviously not as wide. Well, it actually might be. Not the base, obviously. The base of Darth Vader's castle is pretty wide. But actually, it's right about there when you look at that leaf. In fact, if I turn this just a little bit, it almost reaches, but it's not going to reach. It's probably 1 stud, maybe 2 studs short, 1.5 studs short, something like that. So it's very similar in height to Darth Vader's castle. And I can't remember exactly how many pieces are in Darth Vader's castle. I think it has more pieces than the castle. If I were to put this in front of the castle, the width, it's definitely wider. Definitely wider if you look at it like that. I mean, that's way beyond it. That's beyond it. It definitely has, it's definitely wider. So, but I guess it depends what angle you put it at. It's a really cool set. I'm going to move Darth Vader's castle. Excuse me, it's really dusty, and one of the guards have lost his lightsaber. It happened a while back, and it's just, we could never find it. So, I'm going to have to build a new one. I probably have all the pieces for it, too. But, anywho, it looks great, guys. It's a 30-minute video right now, so I'm going to end it. To me, this is like a 9, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. I really wish they'd put as much effort into Lego Star Wars and making good Darksabers and better clone troopers. I wish they put the effort that they put into these characters into the characters from Star Wars. This is my opinion. I think a lot of Star Wars Lego fans are going to have the same opinion. And don't get me wrong, I still love Lego Star Wars. I really do. They have some great stuff and some great ships, and their figures aren't the worst all the time. But it's sometimes you just wish they put a little bit more effort into it, and it really shows. Anyways, though, I don't want to take away from this set because it's an awesome set, guys. If you can find it on sale at Costco or maybe later on in the year or on Black Friday, I think it's a great set to pick up. It would be an awesome display, I think, even if you want to just have it as a display. But it'd be a great play set. Again, though, with all these pieces sticking off, things are going to get lost and broken off very easily. So just be warned of that. All right, everybody. Maybe we'll do more Dream sets in the future. Maybe we'll even watch the first season at some point here soon. Thank you guys for watching this LEGO Dreams review, the first one we've done. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, you got to leave a dislike and let me know why. Thank you. Bye.